Bist du? Wie bist du? Ich fliege. In America, people speak English, right? Well, not if you go to Holmes County, Ohio, where despite having been in this country for centuries, hundreds of thousands of Mennonite and Amish people, the more conservative of whom are famous for rejecting many aspects of modern life, including cars and electricity, speak as their first language a dialect of German known as Pennsylvania Dutch. This language is actually surprisingly similar to my own ancestral Jewish language of Yiddish, so I didn't find it too hard to learn, and I was really excited to go and practice both with Josh's family, whom you may have seen in Peter Santenello's videos, and also with total strangers, which you can see in the second half of this video. Hey, how you doing?
How are you?
Welcome to Ohio.
Thank you. So excited to be here. Kennen die Amish vader?
Kennen die Amish je vader?
Je vader?
Some.
Ja, Simmel Amish kennen net.
Some Amish kennen net.
Oestgal?
Ja.
Oestgal?
Oh ja.
Ja.
Man bij hem komen kan. Net na.
Schwätzt du mit your Kind in Dutch?
Correct.
Alle dag? Alle
dag.
Alle dag. Wow.
Alle
Net English?
Sie schwätzen Englisch in der Schule.
Oh, sie schwätzen English in der Schule. Okay. Und schwätzen Dutch daheim.
Yeah. Like growing up, that's my first language. So
Yeah.
people tell me I have an accent when I talk, so I mean we all do.
Amish have been in America for what, hundreds of years,
Yeah,
right?
I'm not sure how we don't lose it or what, but it's our first language. Like I think in Dutch, and it's just a known thing. Like we speak Dutch. Dutch Essenhaus.
We're getting into
des
Dutch Essenhaus. It's Amish country here.
Getting close.
That's so cool.
Oh my god. There you go.
I've never seen that before. It's an Amish school right there.
We've got the outhouses back there.
Wow, outhouses.
Oh yeah.
Because they can't have toilets.
Not in the schoolhouse. You're gonna come in and you're gonna make yourself at home.
Hey, wie bist du? Wie bist du? Look at this, in person in Ohio.
In person.
Yeah, es ist mehr, hast seid zu Ohio?
Ja.
Hast ran zu Ohio?
Ran zu Ohio.
Kannst Globa. Amazingly, it turns out the family had actually sponsored several Haitian refugees fleeing the terrible conditions in Haiti to come live in their home. You just got here like 2 months ago, from what I heard?
From Haiti.
Yeah.
So prior to that, I was living in the Dominican Republic.
Oh, okay. Vous avez vraiment raté in Ohio? Comment raté Ohio? Oui. Okay. Yeah.
Speak Creole.
Ma pas prendre.
It's Essa, not Pressa.
Sie Dutch verlangen auch?
Pigs fress. and people eat.
I don't know if you were thinking about what to expect when you came.
It's weird. The culture at first, but it's fun. When you start to get to know them, they work hard. They have their own values, their own things, and they stick to it.
Jude?
Yes.
Qui Jean Noël? Good?
You know this one already.
Yonti calcul.
He knows a little
No.
I told
Ja, ich will zu Lindenville.
Next.
Ich gleich die Amish in New York.
Yeah, du bist to Linden.
Yeah.
Und Dad schwätzt.
Then it was time for dinner, but first...
Let's pray. Dear Lord, we come before you tonight with thanksgiving. We thank you for the day that you gave to us. Thank you for the food that is before us. Help us to use the strength we receive from it to bring honor and glory to you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Wow. Es ist Amische Sache.
Das ist ein Amische Sache.
Some mashed potatoes. Wow. This looks so good. This is so good.
It is.
The mashed potatoes, amazing. The mush,
This is a typical Amish wedding food.
groenberenmash and hingelfleisch. What's up?
There we go.
I do have something I want to share with you guys. Anyway, I was visiting Josh's family the week of Easter and Jesus' Last Supper, which this year also happened to be the Jewish Passover. Jesus' Last Supper, which involves him eating at a Passover Seder unleavened bread. So I brought you some handmade matzah from New York. Unleavened bread. Yes, this is the Jewish matzah. This is what Jesus would have eaten on the Last Supper. And here it is.
Wow.
Yeah, I brought this all the way from New York, and miraculously, it has not cracked. So I think you might like it. Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's handmade.
My goodness.
Yeah.
That is very special.
When the Bible says he breaks the bread.
That's the bread that he broke.
Just guns on.
It's ganzon.
No wonder they had to.
That's also where the Eucharist comes from. Because why is the Eucharist a cracker rather than leavened bread? It's because this was the bread at the Last Supper.
I would take over the ice cream.
You would take that over the ice cream? For me, at least, one of the most interesting and beautiful things that I've learned is how close-knit the community is here. Like, for example, you don't have health insurance, right?
No. We have our
Right.
own. We
It's
pay
like communal health insurance.
Yeah, it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then if
Right.
someone has a big bill, then the community pays it.
If a house burns down, they get assessed.
Even other states.
Yeah.
Mennonite communities, Amish communities in other states, they help with stuff like that.
So if there's a health problem, the church will help. If there's a problem with the house.
So, for example, Ola's parents came here
Yeah.
from Ukraine. They had no place to live, and they were looking for a house. And our church gave them. So they bought a house for $100,000. Our church paid $50,000 of it, and another church paid $50,000.
Wow.
That type of entrance is sort of better than the public.
Yeah.
Than the rest. It's mind blowing.
What do you think the biggest misconception that people have about Amish or Mennonites is?
Maybe they put us all
All in the
under
same.
in one category.
Like, lots of people here don't drive, or their houses don't have electricity,
Amish, yeah.
and they don't have no toilets either, apparently, right?
Oh yeah.
So I guess your point is that there's different levels of
Yes.
like,
Many.
Vast.
Right.
So many. Like in your world, you have
Yeah.
conservatives and liberals,
totally.
right?
Yeah.
It's a huge spectrum.
Sure.
It's the same with Amish.
When we were just getting to know our neighbors,
Yeah.
they sell eggs, they have a bakery up there, and they would say, have you ever been Amish? Did you leave the Amish? And they would not sell to you.
If
You have
Whoa.
been part of an Amish church.
Are there a lot of people who leave the Amish church or churches?
Yeah, there are.
Some.
Younglings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
there's
They
people
are,
leaving.
but a lot of them don't.
Most of them
Right.
keep a lot of the values they have, but they want a car.
And you cannot be Amish with a car.
Right. That must be such an interesting culture shock. You come to America, and then on top of that, you're in like Amish country. It's like,
That's the
okay. It's like you're like, what? What is it? This is not like the America that I saw in the brochure. This is very different. I was thinking Hollywood sign, Statue of Liberty, Times Square, skyscrapers, right? Horse and buggy. Right.
When we think about America, it's all nice and fancy.
Right.
And we show up here and then
By choice.
Well,
by choice, not that they don't have money, they just
The
choose.
horse and buggy
Yeah.
are really expensive to get.
It's not as though people here are poor. It's it's
No.
for sure not.
All my brothers and sisters, they're Amish. They're totally Amish, but they make their own electricity. And they're allowed to have electricity if
they
they
make
make their own.
Via
Bend the
Via
rules a little bit.
Via solar
battery
panels?
packs.
They can't tie into the main grid, but they can feed solar panels to keep their batteries charged. Huge battery packs in the
I
basement.
know some
There
that
you go.
taps in the line.
You do?
Oh, really?
Oh boy, does his bishop know?
Don't get them in trouble.
So you can use electricity as long as it's
And that's
self-generated.
That's for a
Yes.
certain type of Amish, like the
Right.
conservative Amish can't.
no electricity at all.
No. These out here don't at all.
No.
And we have a small phone shanty down here.
What is that?
Phone shack.
Phone booth.
And all the Amish neighbors come here to
To
use
use the
that
phone because they don't have it like a landline.
Wait, so they could use the phone, they just can't have one.
Yes.
Oh.
They will come with their buggies.
It's not
That's a
smart. It's not
loophole.
smartphone.
That's a loophole.
Smartphone.
Right.
Well, actually, so this does remind me. Let me tell you though, because in Judaism, in the most religious Jews, you can't use electricity on the Sabbath, including turning on the lights.
Oh, wow.
So, but there is a loophole. Even the most religious, what they can do is they could ask a non-Jew to turn it on for them. But except that you can't directly ask. You can't.
You make them work in your house in the dark.
Right. You can't say yes, exactly. You can't say, "Could you please turn the light on for me?" You have to say, "Oh, it's getting really dark in here. I wonder what is to be done." I'm serious. It's a legal classification in Jewish law. It's called the Shabbos Goy. And as long as you hint in an indirect way, it can be done. And that includes also, you could have a timer. You could set a timer that says this timer is going to turn the light on, and you could set it, and that will turn it on, and then that's okay.
As long as you don't do it directly, right. So there's all these loopholes that very conservative people will use. You were telling me you had a business, right?
Yes.
Jude runs a web design and digital marketing agency called Zion Thrive and is hard at work in building his new life here in America. So if you're in the market for his services, definitely check out his website.
This was one of the biggest culture shock for me when I met
What?
Americans.
Oh, guns. That's for hunting.
Woo! That's an arsenal to take down Fort Knox with. What do you hunt, deer?
Deer, yeah.
And then you eat the meat.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Then Josh showed me the multiple businesses right on his family's own property, including an enormous chicken nursery, sawdust storage, and a truck hangar.
I guess I didn't expect to see something like of this scale. You know,
I see.
I just
Really?
yeah.
Because there's...
I just had no idea, but I was like, I don't know.
If you go out into the community, there's many, many businesses that are much bigger than this.
Bigger. For a lot of people, you know, myself included, before coming here, like when you think of Mennonites or Amish, you don't necessarily associate that with like such an enormous business.
Well,
you know,
in general, most of the Amish and Mennonites work really hard.
Yeah.
And well, if you're going to work really hard and put in hours and whatever, then you're going to end up with
something like this.
Right.
Yeah.
The kids here, we go to school till 8th grade. Mom probably told you that.
Right.
And then they go out and work instead of going to college. So,
Well, so you don't even go to high school. Right.
I mean, some do.
Yeah.
Some do, but generally speaking, no.
And yet,
Right.
You know,
that's what I'm trying to convey here.
Right.
Because see, if I'm 14 after 8th grade, I go with my dad with whatever occupation he's doing, or he'll send me to a work crew somewhere. I work from 14 till 21. I've learned a trade.
Right.
Like I've literally
Right.
learned it.
Right.
Which is the same thing that someone goes to college for.
Yeah, somehow for not going to high school, you guys are able to do everything. Like it kind of makes you question the value of a public school education.
But there is value in going to there is value in going to college and being a doctor.
Right.
And
It
being
depends. It depends on what you want to do. Yeah.
How often do people go to college and get out of college and realize, oh, that's not what I want to do after all?
And they're
Right.
in debt.
And then you have to work for years in a profession you don't even like to pay off this debt that you didn't even need to
In this
accrue
case, in our case,
in the first place.
you're learning a business and you're not in debt after you learn the business, after
Yeah.
you learn the trade. That's another big thing.
But then, and you went to school in an Amish school.
Yeah. Oh, Mennonite.
Mennonite
yeah.
school, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a private school. Most
Most
of
people do.
Yeah, most of the churches around here have their own school, like a church school. Everyone who goes to this church goes to this school.
And do you pay fees for that, or is that part of the church membership?
It's
or?
there's a tuition.
Right.
Like we have to pay our teachers, but our teachers are also from church and from local, and we have our own curriculum, you know, all of that stuff. And then there's a tuition, and if the church has a school that's funded through the church, like people who go to church, they're paying for it.
And it's normally reasonable tuition.
Yeah,
you know,
it's very reasonable.
And it's I love how picturesque this view is. You know, you just got like
Right.
Windows XP desktop background, you know,
Right.
rolling green hills. Mennonites don't have TV. So you grew up no TV, no. Do you have phones?
No. Well, so okay, I have a phone now, but
Right.
like our kids don't have phones. And maybe once they start driving a car, when they're going out by themselves, they'll get a phone. They're not sitting in the house watching TV or playing video games. They're outside and see what our kids are doing. That's how you learn things.
And everybody speaks Dutch.
Oh yeah, they're all speaking Dutch. As soon as the others get here from my group, we're gonna go have practice, song practice. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
So next morning at my hotel, the staff were very curious what a vlogger from New York was doing in Ohio.
I'm going to the horse auction today, and
You'll see lots of Amish
it should be
there.
cool. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So Martha, speak Dutch to him.
Okay.
Wie bist du?
Ich bin gut. Wie bist du? Wie bist du? Ja, ich wohne in New York. So.
Oh, okay.
Ja, ich wohne in New York. Ich bin Englischlehrer, aber. Ja.
Ze is schön drauf.
Schön Vera? Schön Vera.
Ja.
Yeah.
¿Cómo estás?
Then Josh picked me up from the hotel, but before going to the Amish horse auction, we stopped off at an Amish hardware store.
He's from New York City and he never saw any Amish before.
First time, yeah.
We're gonna go out to the
Gaalkoffer. Gaalkoffer. Ich will ein groß Gaalkoffer. Ja. Zu New York. Ich will fahren zu New York. Ich hab nicht fahren, nicht schon in Gaal.
You might have a surprise once you start off.
Yeah, I don't. Gaal is Gaal Daya? Daya?
Yeah.
They're Wiffel.
Die voet zal 10,000. Dan moest je nog een buggy call.
Yeah.
Another 8.
It's made Daya as een car. Made Daya as car. Or
Depends.
I don't know. Ich weiß nicht. Ich weiß nicht fahren. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, es ist nicht Gaal in New York. Es ist nicht Gaal in New York City. No.
Only cars.
Yeah.
Wie lang bist du
Ein Tag. Een Tag. Yeah. Well, her ich will zu New York gehen. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
did you drive
So
down or?
no, ich in Floa. Flea. Ja. Ja, ich fliehe. So, ich gleich Dutch verlernen, I don't know. That's cool. This is good. Yeah, this is really interesting.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
I saw you have a big book over there.
Yeah. They actually still update all their products, like all these products in here.
Yeah.
Are in that book.
Right.
They actually send us updated pages.
Wow.
It's really.
And you put it in.
Yeah, it's really amazing that they actually still do that.
It looks like a 13th century Gutenberg Bible.
Right.
It's
It's not.
well.
It's got prices, big ones.
So you don't have any computers.
No.
Wow.
Like this is only the store part of their business. They're all those buildings over there. They make lumber.
Right.
So how long have you been learning Dutch?
2 Wochen. 3 Wochen.
Wow.
Yeah.
Schaff net too hard.
Schaff nicht zu hart.
Don't work too
Schaff nicht zu hart. I like it's an Amish guy telling me that. Like,
I hear that.
whoa, this is the Gaal-Action. Thank you. Thank you.
Take a look. Walk over there. Yeah. See? Got a guy sleeping.
He's for real. I get 13-7 here to 13-7. There's a reason we saved him for last. Yeah, 13, he'll drive. 13-7. I got Emery. Now 14. I get $14,000. 14.
Hear that? 14,000?
There's also a flea market right next to the horse auction with live music.
That's so funny.
I know. Yeah, well, I just wanted to bring him to Amish country.
Absolutely.
That's great.
Stuff, man.
Yeah.
So
Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
Ari.
Ari.
Wie heißt du?
Jonai.
Jonai.
Jonai, yeah.
Jonai. Wow, that's interesting
Du
name.
verstehst Dutch, eh?
Ja, bisschen.
Wow.
Ja,
where'd you
ja,
learn
schwitze.
that? Yeah.
Mit Josh zusammen.
Good stuff.
Ich really gleich Amish culture, Amish Sache. Yeah. You know, his mom makes great mush.
Oh yeah, mush is awesome,
Yeah,
man.
mush
That's
is-
great.
Da kann es Amish aber barely.
Barely.
Das ist so Szene, wo
I
ich Gitarre
see.
spiele.
I see. Du bist liberal Amish. Yeah.
Well, this is the way I look at it. Christianity has nothing to do with the lifestyle. Well, not say the lifestyle, but being Amish is not my religion. So therefore, I don't feel necessary to be that concerned. I can still live for Christ and not,
Yeah.
have that.
No, I feel the same way. Like I'm Jewish, and
I got
you
you.
know, I don't. It's for me. It's part of. It's like the culture, and like you know, I subscribe to religion. Culturally, it's important, but you know, it's like I don't follow every precept, you know, to the letter. So I totally understand that.
Then to really test out my Dutch, we went to a local Amish market.
Wow. Hi.
I have my friend here from New York City.
Oh my goodness.
I wanna, yeah.
Oh wow.
Do they make the soap too?
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. Wieveel kost een safe? Wieveel kost een safe? Wieveel kost een safe?
$5.50.
$5.50?
Can you
Okay.
talk Dutch?
Een bissel, yeah. Yeah. Ich Dutch verlanen. Ich Dutch verlanen mit mijn friend zijn man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good is the real. Well, maybe. Vielleicht brauchst du ein Kochbuch. Vielleicht du kochen?
Gleich du kochen, ja.
Okay.
Ja, ich gleich kochen. Well, ich weiß nicht kochen. Ich weiß nicht kochen, aber mit Frau kennen.
Amish food.
Ja, ich hab gerade amische Sachen. Ist gut.
Sie hat the appetizers,
the appetizers and the drinks.
and the salads and the soups.
All right, I'll take it. Huh?
Du musst lernen kochen.
Ich muss mit dem Kochbuch verlanen.
Mein Mann tut kochen.
Oh, der Mann der kocht?
There we go. Little grill.
Wie lange tust du hinsetzen?
Ein Tag.
Ein Tag.
Ich flieh. Ja, ich flieh. Ja, ich flieh.
Then, like a total idiot, I managed to do this.
I'm not wrong.
Okay, you're not in
Fortunately, the owners were a lot nicer about it than I probably would have been.
It's not your fault.
You're fine. Yeah, it's my fault. No, I'm happy to pay for it.
Yeah, that's not the way we operate around here.
How many was that? Three or four?
You're not paying for it. Absolutely not.
I felt really bad about it though, so I did end up getting some more stuff from them.
What did you buy?
Ich hab safe. Ich hab safe. Ich hab half a safe und ein Buch verkaufen.
Why do you have on a camera?
I'm a YouTuber.
What's your channel?
Ja, Shama NYC. So
Ich hab schon so den gewatcht.
Du hast mir Videos, Tenna?
And.
No way.
And.
Ain? Really?
This is the one that I
Yeah.
watched. This one.
You saw that one? No way.
Let's
Yeah.
do Kindle.
Ja. Ich hab ein Kind. Es ist ein Bub. Ein Jahr. Ein Jahr. Yeah, ein Jahr. Ein Jahr. I got some good Amish gifts to take back to the Big Apple. If people want to check out your channel, where should they go?
Miller Time Music.
And you got music there.
Yeah, just gospel, a cappella, 4-part harmony. Yep.
Beautiful. All right, make sure to subscribe, guys. And see you next time.